Before modern football became obsessed with tactics, pressing, and positional play, there was Johan Cruyff. A player so intelligent, so elegant, and so revolutionary that he didn't just play football. He changed it forever. Born on April 25, 1947, in Amsterdam, Cruyff grew up just minutes away from the stadium of AFC Ajax. His father owned a small fruit and vegetable shop near the ground, and from an early age football became his entire world. But Cruyff's childhood was shaped by tragedy. When Johan was only 12 years old, his father died from a heart attack. The loss deeply affected him and brought him even closer to Ajax, where the club effectively became a second family. Thin, small, and physically weaker than many other children, Cruyff relied on intelligence instead of strength. He studied the game constantly, always thinking several steps ahead of everyone else on the pitch. That football intelligence would eventually change the sport forever. Cruyff made his first team debut for Ajax in 1964 at just 17 years old. Despite his young age, his technical ability immediately stood out. He moved effortlessly across the pitch, combining quick feet, vision, balance, and creativity in ways defenders struggled to understand. Under legendary coach Rinus Michels, Ajax developed a revolutionary style known as total football. The idea was simple but groundbreaking. Every player could attack. Every player could defend. Every player could switch positions seamlessly. And Johan Cruyff became the perfect symbol of that philosophy. He wasn't just a striker, midfielder, or playmaker. He was everything at once. During the late 1960s and early 1970s, Ajax dominated European football. With Cruyff leading the team, Ajax won 8 Dutch league titles, 5 KNVB Cups, 3 consecutive European Cups from 1971 to 1973 Intercontinental Cup, European Super Cup. Cruyff's performances made football look effortless. He glided across the field with elegance, often controlling entire matches with movement and intelligence rather than physical power. One moment in particular became immortal. At the 1974 FIFA World Cup, Cruyff introduced the world to the Cruyff Turn during a match against Sweden. With one quick movement, he dragged the ball behind his standing leg and spun away from the defender. Football had never seen anything quite like it. The move became one of the most famous skills in football history and is still taught to young players today. At the 1974 World Cup, Cruyff captained the Netherlands national football team and inspired one of the greatest international sides ever assembled. Although the Netherlands lost the final to Germany national football team, the team's style captivated the world. Many people believed the Dutch side of 1974 played the greatest football ever seen despite not winning the trophy. Cruyff later said, "Quality without results is pointless. Results without quality is boring." That quote perfectly captured the way he viewed football. In 1973, Cruyff joined FC Barcelona for a world record transfer fee. Barcelona had been struggling domestically, but Cruyff transformed the club instantly. In his first season, Barcelona won La Liga for the first time in 14 years, including a famous 5-0 victory over Real Madrid CF at the Santiago Bernabeu. For Barcelona supporters, Cruyff became more than a footballer. He became a symbol of freedom, creativity, and identity during a difficult political period in Spain under the Franco regime. Throughout his playing career, Cruyff won 3 Ballon d'Or awards, multiple league titles in the Netherlands and Spain, 3 European Cups, countless individual honors. But Johan Cruyff's greatest influence was still to come. After retiring, Cruyff moved into management and once again changed football history. As manager of Ajax and later Barcelona, Cruyff introduced ideas that shaped the modern game. At Barcelona, he built the legendary Dream Team that won 4 consecutive La Liga titles and the club's first ever European Cup in 1992. More importantly, Cruyff created a football philosophy based on possession, movement, technical ability, and attacking football. That philosophy later influenced managers like Pep Guardiola, who once said, "Cruyff built the cathedral. Our job is to maintain it." Without Cruyff, modern Barcelona may never have existed. And without Barcelona's philosophy, football itself may look very different today. Cruyff believed football should entertain people. He famously said, "Playing football is very simple, but playing simple football is the hardest thing there is." Those words became a blueprint for generations of players and coaches. Football also remained central to Cruyff's family life. His son, Jordi Cruyff, followed in his footsteps and became a professional footballer, playing for clubs including FC Barcelona and Manchester United FC. Jordi later moved into coaching and football management, continuing the Cruyff football legacy into another generation. Across both his playing and managerial careers, Cruyff inspired millions through intelligence, innovation, and fearless creativity. He wasn't the strongest player. He wasn't the fastest. But he saw football differently from everyone else. Johan Cruyff passed away in 2016 after battling cancer, but his influence remains everywhere in modern football, from youth academies to Champions League finals. Every time a team dominates possession, every time defenders step into midfield, every time a player performs the Cruyff Turn, his legacy lives on. That is why Johan Cruyff will always be remembered as a true footballing icon. Not just because he won trophies, not just because he entertained millions, but because he changed football forever. If you enjoyed this episode of True Footballing Icons, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another legendary football story. And let us know in the comments, where does Johan Cruyff rank among the greatest football minds of all time?